Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Pathfinders for Autism Zoomcast. I'm your host, Rob Long, and joining me this week is a very special guest, Madelyn Dennis. Good morning to you, Madelyn.
Good morning.
Madelyn, first of all, let me tell you, your smile is infectious. Thank you very much you already brightened my day just with your smile and so eager to do this interview. But reading your background, it's funny because normally I ask all the questions and I don't normally get too much help in terms of advice from the people I'm interviewing, but I saw something that stood out with your background, and is that you deal with anxiety, and I do as well. So could you spend a couple of minutes telling me exactly how you deal with your anxiety? Maybe I'll learn something from that.
Yeah, so one of the things that I have is a Scentsy buddies that like go everywhere, and I put essential oils on them or different scent packs. And then I also have a dog at home that like copes with me when I'm anxious, and I like to do yoga and stuff.
You do yoga. Now tell me about the scents. Where do you get those from? Are those prescribed, or you buy those over the counter?
So I buy them from Young Living Essential Oils, which is like all natural and different scents, and I can drop them on my stuffed animals, or I use scent packs from Scentsy that is like all natural too. And it's like a bean bag, and then you just put it in there.
Right. Now you say you have a dog. What's your dog's name?
Mo.
Mo? What kind of dog is it?
He is a yellow lab golden retriever mix.
That's a beautiful dog. Now, how does Mo help you with your anxiety? What does he do to help you?
He'll lay down with me next to me when I'm like anxious or upset about something, and he'll like give me hugs and pets.
Now, madam, do you know what triggers anxiety? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, usually it's like meeting new people or trying to do like new things or going into new places.
Well, I must be calming because we just met and you seem to be pretty calm right now.
I am calm. Well, I have Mo right next to me, so he's actually getting a pet while we're interviewing.
And so when you go into meeting new people and things like that, is that because you don't maybe know what to say or how to respond to new people?
Yeah, it's like, and then like telling them about my disability too. I just don't like telling like new people when I meet them, and stuff makes me more anxious.
Yeah, because unfortunately we live in a society where sometimes people may judge, which is totally, I understand that. Trust me, I understand. And I also noticed that you were part of the KKI program.
Yeah.
My son participated in that, or he was part of that program for, I think, 5 years. He got occupational therapy and neurological therapy as well. Neurological therapy. I'll get that out eventually. What program do you participate with there?
I did aquatherapy there, physical therapy there, OT there, and speech and language there when I was younger.
How long were you there?
5 days a week.
5 days a week. So are you still part of that program?
No.
Okay, all right. Now how long were you there? I mean, in terms of how many years did you go?
5.
Now, how exactly did they help you? What do you think they did to help you?
They like made me more comfortable like with my sensory issues, and they would like tell me different anxiety strategies to try out, and then like be able to walk.
Now, were you able to walk before you went there at all, or just not very well?
Not at all. Not before Henry Krieger. I couldn't walk at all.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. So my son he couldn't pick anything up with his thumb and his index finger when he first went there. Now, he has no problem with that. They are amazing. Do you remember your therapist's name?
They were Janice, Joanna, and Dana.
Diana, and they did a great job with you. Now, what do you know about your diagnosis, Madelyn?
I know that it affects my brain differently, and it makes it hard to like be able to function like a normal person, and like hard to like initiate conversations and have social skills.
Now, you said something. You said it makes it hard for you to function like normal people. And one of the things I like to say with that is, I think we're all normal. It's just that it's a different type of normal. Like right now, what we're living in now, they're calling this the new normal.
Yeah.
New normal. So that do you ever consider that maybe you were normal, you were just a different type of normal?
Yeah, I did. And now that I'm an adult, I feel like a different world. It's like easier now because I know about my diagnosis and like what helps me. And then when I was younger, I didn't know at all.
Now give me some positive characteristics of your diagnosis. How has your diagnosis helped you in life and in society?
It's been able to help like teach different people about like autism and anxiety. And then I'm like more sensitive too.
Yeah, because you've been through some things as well.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not sitting here with me smiling, being awesome? What else do you do?
I listen to Christian music and I like go Christian concerts.
What church do you attend?
We don't attend a church. I attend youth group at Young Life Capernaum in Harford County. So I go there and do my youth group. And then we've been doing it virtually since COVID-19 happened.
Now, if you ever think of 5 years from now, Madelyn Dennis wants to do fill in the blank.
No.
You don't know? What do you
No.
enjoy doing? Give me, what hobbies do you like?
I like running and working out and walking Mo and painting different like pictures on canvases.
Now let me plant a little seed here. You like helping people. You can understand people. You say you're compassionate. Am I right?
Yep.
And you like staying fit and running. You ever think about being maybe a fitness instructor?
No.
Those are characteristics of it. You never thought about that?
Nope.
You know, okay, well, maybe you ought to consider that a little bit, all right?
Yeah.
If you could do something right now based on your experiences, all the things that you've gone through to change the world, what's the one thing right now the world needs in order to change?
I don't know.
What's the biggest issue that you see right now in the world?
More people understanding what autism is.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And that's what Pathfinders for Autism does. They do lots of classes for people and lots of organizations. How has Pathfinders for Autism made a difference in your life, Madelyn?
They gave me like the strategies and like confidence to be able to like open up to like other people about autism and being much more aware and like offer like advice to like parents at like the free family fun events when I volunteered and like train doctors and nurses and be able to like express myself and like what works on my spectrum.
Now you had a muscular issue, and that was the reason you couldn't walk. Am I right?
Yep.
Was that from birth, or was that something that developed over time?
That was from birth.
It was. So
Yep.
you learned. How old were you when you learned to walk?
3.5.
3.5. So you went from walking at 3.5 to now you're running. You're a runner. How
Yep.
far do you run? Are you a distance runner or a sprinter?
Sprinter.
Sprinter.
I'm not a distance runner. I'm a sprinter for like 2 minutes and then I stop.
That's it. About 100 yards. See, I don't like distance running either, but I'm a fat boy, so I have to run at least 3 or 4 miles at a time in order to burn it off. Look, sprinting does nothing for me, and that's what happens when you become a fat boy. So don't do that. All right, listen, Madelyn, you were awesome. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. But I'm hoping that your mom is listening and we planted a little seed for you, because I think you ought to consider that physical fitness or that personal trainer.
Yeah.
You have characteristics of it and you like staying in shape yourself. Maybe you ought to consider it.
I like that
And
idea.
if you do it, you can be my personal trainer.
Or yoga. I like doing yoga too. I'll teach you yoga.
You got to convince me to do yoga. You got to convince me to do it. Madelyn, thank you very much for your time. You were awesome.
Thank you for your time too, Rob.